Microaggressions. What are they and what do they look like? Have you ever been in a situation and thought to yourself, that seems a little racist, but then brushed it off because you didn't want to, well, make a scene? Then you might have experienced a little something called racial microaggressions. According to academic scholars, Dr. Daniel Solorzano and Dr. Lindsay Perez-Uber, racial microaggressions are one form of systemic everyday racism used to keep those at the racial margins in their place. Racial microaggressions can be subtle or unconsciously spoken verbal or nonverbal forms. Let's take a look at how different people from different ethnic and racial groups experience microaggressions.
Hi, excuse me. Hi. I'm sorry to bother, but I know you're probably in a hurry. My son's a huge fan. We watch you over here all the time. I was wondering if you could take a picture with us?
So if you haven't noticed by now, this is a form of microaggression. This sort of thing happens to me quite often. So I want to share with you how I would like to respond to this type of microaggression. I'm actually here for school, just for academic purposes. I don't play football. So yeah.
But I watch you every weekend.
I thought you were an international player.
In reality, this is how I really respond.
Picture. Perfect. Down, just a little bit. Yes, down. Perfect, and snap.
You won't believe this. So this Mexican girl brings her daughter to class the other day. This child is nagging, pulling on her arm the entire time. The most distracting thing I've ever experienced. Ridiculous.
The professor didn't say anything about it?
No, like I try to say something to the professor, but it's one of those awkward things where it's like, how do you deal with this? I don't even know how the woman can focus, let alone everyone else in the class. Wow.
Siri, how can I handle this microaggression?
I don't understand. My apologies.
Siri, what should I do?
Everything is just fine.
Yes?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Kim? Ni hao? Annyeonghaseyo? Konnichiwa.
I'm Korean.
Annyeonghaseyo. Asians are so fucking rude.
I didn't know how to respond because I didn't want the other person to feel uncomfortable.
Sometimes a microaggression will happen to me and I ignore it or I recognize it, but I don't stand up for myself.
At times I'll try to use humor, but at the same time, not use it too much to the point where I've devalued the experience.
Naming these microaggressions can actually make a change, because I think part of me not even naming it sort of makes me repress all those negative feelings.
And in those cases when I feel that way is when I wish I would have corrected them or said something.
A lot of people of color have that experience of microaggression every day. It really happened to me, and not just the one time. So I think I really experienced the microaggression I learned from my life.
Sharing these stories and building community surrounding the issue of racial microaggressions can be a way that we build strength instead of letting these everyday attacks get to us.